Hey everybody. So the first speech that we're going to be doing in this class is the introduction speech. This is an important speech because this is a speech that you'll actually probably have to give when you're getting a job. So today I'm going to go over a few highlights for this speech and also make sure that you kind of understand what the speech actually looks like. Um, so what are you actually going to need for the speech? Well, you should have worked to this point. You should have done the chapter or looked at the lecture that talks about delivery, the one that also talks about beginning and ending your speech. Hopefully you looked over that communication, the communication process, which is the first one. In this speech, you'll have to have an effective attention getter. An effective attention getter is not like a greeting, so it wouldn't be, hello, my name is. It would be more along the lines of maybe opening with a quote or a question or some kind of like startling statement. That is an effective attention getter for your audience. You'll need to make sure that you state your name, very, very important for this speech, and you'll also have to have a good central idea. The central idea is kind of like the thesis statement that you had in Comp 1 and Comp 2. You'll need 3 items, and the 3 items are going to serve as your main points for the speech. And you will hold up each item for your audience as you're giving the speech so the audience can see the item, and then you can fully explain why you chose that item to introduce yourself. And you'll do that with each one of them. You'll also, after you get through using your 3 items, after the third one, you will then state in conclusion. Now that just lets the audience know that the end is almost near, and so you'll say in conclusion, and this has been a little bit more about me. Tonight, or whatever, whenever you're doing it, you will then rephrase the central idea, and you'll tell the people what you had already discussed. So that sounds a little bit redundant, but it's kind of like you did in Comp 1 and Comp 2. When you rephrase the thesis statement, you'll rephrase this again in the conclusion, just kind of to remind the audience what you've discussed. So you'll say, in my speech today, I have discussed this pot, this Coke bottle, and also this toothbrush. So just lets us again remember kind of exactly what you talked about. And I'll rephrase that in the same order that I introduced them in. And then lastly, I'll end with a good closing statement. And the closing statement for this speech, a really good one, a solid one, is just simply saying thank you. We always end our speeches by saying thank you, or maybe closing with a quote or closing with a question. We never, ever, ever will end our speech by saying the end, because it's not like it's a book or something. So, just a couple reminders. Remember, you got to have 5 people in your audience, and what you can do is you can just kind of pan that audience before you get started, and then you can then start your speech. Make sure that the camera is close enough where I can actually see you. I don't have to see you from head to toe. I just don't want to be able to see your facial reactions, your response, your eye contact. If the camera's really far away, I can't do that. Sometimes it's hard to hear, so make sure that I can hear it really well. Make sure that you look over the assignment. It's located in the module section. It's a Word document. It says Introduction Speech Instructions, and they're there, and you can look that up. Also, make sure that you upload this speech to MyLab and Mastering, which is located in your Canvas website. That is very important. Make sure you do it before the deadline, because if not, you're going to get a 0. The speech is 2 to 4 minutes, and what I'll do is when you start, that's when I'll start doing the time. Sometimes people will like pan the audience, and that doesn't count for your speech time. You've got to make sure that I won't count it until you actually start to give your speech. And then don't forget, you don't have to turn anything in for this speech. So this is a speech that doesn't require you to turn anything in. I was looking at that note down there, so you don't have to turn that in. Oh, look, here's Nacho. This is Nacho. Right here.
Wait.
Right there. Look in there.
Oh.
Say hello, people.
Hello.
Also, remember that your people should be adults. These kind of guys don't count. Also, don't use stuffed animals either. That's not cool.
Okay.
All right. We'll tell all the people goodbye, Nacho.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Wait.
All right. Well, good luck on your speech, and these will be great. Remember, make sure you meet the deadline that's located in Canvas. All right. Y'all have a great day, and
Bye.
Bye.